Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we are going to talk about Star Citizen. What's more guys, it's always about Star Citizen, right? I know it's mostly a Star Citizen channel, right? And we are going to talk about the expo, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, which will be taking place in a few days, in a few hours, God forbid, right? And CAG just released a very interesting FAQ on their forums. I'll put the link in the description down below if you haven't checked it out. It is mostly geared toward new players, so let's bear that in mind as well. We've also had a new patch in the PTU, which is what I'll be covering first. So they basically they haven't fixed any bugs apparently, but they did fix 3 client crashes, 2 server crashes, and multiple backend service issues and crashes. So mostly a server stability patch, but when it comes to, for example, still spawning on or below the surface of Hurston, that is still not fixed, and that's a shame. That's a shame. It needs to be fixed ASAP in my opinion, because again, if this is the first experience that a lot of new players who are not familiar with Star Citizen at all are going to experience, they're going to click the uninstall button, and that's gonna be it, and this is not what we want. So what do we learn from this post? Well, we know that the expo here is where all of the ships are gathered in one place and people get to try them. It goes from November 20th till December 2nd. It opens at 8 a.m. on November 20th Pacific time, 8 a.m. on November 20th, which means it's on Friday. It's cool. I thought it was on Saturday, so it's actually on Friday. Now, of course, if you don't have a Star Citizen game package, you can still install the game, get an account, and you will be able to have access to Star Citizen. By the way, if you are excited about Star Citizen afterwards and you want to get the game, my referral code is in the description down below. Maybe you can get, you are going to get an extra 5,000 Alpha UC, and it also helps the channel create more content. Thanks to all the people who have been using the referral code, I have been able to use new ships that I've been regularly using in the channel, and it really helps a lot. I'm thinking of the M50, for example. I made tons of videos with the M50. I'm using the Gladius as well, and sometimes the 315. The 350 as well from Origin. Anyway, so where does the IAE takes place? It takes place at New Babbage, which is the main city, the main settlement on planet Macrotech. There's a special expo created for that, and you can get to the expo via the metro line. Now, how do you rent a ship? Apparently, you can, just like when you buy a ship, instead of clicking on buy, you just click on rent, and your ship will be available for you for 48 hours, which is when the ships are available for display. Now, how many ships can be rented? They said that you can be able to rent every single ship that is going to be in the expo, so that's great. But each ship can only be rented once. So, for example, if you are very excited about a Super Hornet, or you want to rent the brand new Nomad, for example, you are only going to be able to rent one per account. Well, if you have several accounts, you'll be able to rent several, of course, right? Which ship exactly will be free to rent during the event manufacturer days? Well, here they actually do have a schedule that also is going to be put in the links down below. Basically, the ships that are going to be available for rent are the ships that will be that are currently right now in the verse. There's a very long list of ship. It's best if you guys check it out in the link down below. But basically, it can go as it's usually about 10 per event, so that really is a lot. Plus, at the end, you also have the best in show as well. So as a little bonus from November 29th until December 2nd, it's going to be quite awesome to try some of those ships. For example, I'm not an Eclipse owner. I don't have an Eclipse, but I'll be trying an Eclipse, doing missions with an Eclipse, for example. I don't own a Constellation Phoenix, which is basically the luxury version of the Constellation. I'll be renting a Constellation Phoenix just because it's got the fancy leather seats and a nice spa inside, right? So definitely, even if you're a seasoned player of Star Citizen, the expo is still for you, because it's still a great way to get inside ship and fly ships that normally you would not be able to do on your daily gameplay session. Can we invite the player? Of course we can invite. Who will get the best in shows livery? So these were the final 4 of the recent ship showdown events. So these are the Envil Karak, Valkyrie, Eclipse, and Cutlass Black. The best in show livery, from what seems like it's going to be black and gold at the colors of the expo. Now let's talk about what everybody is waiting for. These are the ships that we are waiting for the expo, the limited stock quantity ships, and basically you'll be able to be limited to 1 per account, and they'll be available in 3 waves. Wave 1 will be 8 a.m. Pacific time zone, wave 2 4 p.m. Pacific time zone, wave 3 12 a.m. Pacific time zone. On the first day, we'll be able to buy the Consolidated Outland Pioneer, which is the big multi-crew planet outpost building ship. Then on day 2, it's going to be the Aegis Idris P, the Idris aftermarket kit, and the Aegis Javelin. The Idris P is a frigate that is basically it's a civilian variant of the big Idris that will be in Squadron 42. The Aegis Javelin is more like a destroyer. So Javelin, it's a destroyer. It's like the next step in terms of warship. It's actually the biggest warship that players will be able to own in the verse. On day 5, this will be when we're gonna have Misk, and this will be the Hull E. The Hull E will be the biggest trade and cargo ship in the verse. It is so big that it's not going to be able to land. You will have to fly it from station to station, which is why we don't have the Hull series yet, because one of the main requirements for the Hull series is the docking system that we've seen in a couple of Inside Star Citizen episodes. On day 6, we're going to have the Kraken. They will not release the Kraken, unfortunately. It's a big ship, will take a lot of time. It's one of the next Gibbonings, obviously. The Kraken will be there available for sale with the Kraken Privateer and Kraken Aftermarket Kit. November 27th is the 890 Jump. And on the day 9, November 28th, is the Polaris, which is kind of like a Corvette, it's going to be anti-starfighter, but also anti-capital ship, because it's going to have a lot of torpedoes as well. It will fire from its forward position. An interesting ship, but that is very intensive in terms of crew. So I don't know, maybe not. I would love to have a Polaris, but it's probably not for me. And the Constellation Phoenix, which is the ultimate luxury personal transport. All right, so these are all the information that we have at or that are available to us here regarding the expo. As always, it's going to be an exciting time. I cannot wait. Whenever I'm waiting the most, guys, I'm really waiting for Jax McClary's Whitley guide. These are going to be exciting little videos that are going to present all of these manufacturers and the ships that they are going to present there. They're always super fun, and guys should watch them. Especially if you're new, you haven't watched them yet, go watch the compilation I've made of those Jax McClary's episodes from last year. I'll put also the link in the comments down below. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we're gonna have a live stream, as we're going to have a look at the latest episode of Inside Star Citizen. That's going to be an exciting one as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys there. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.